we see ourselves.
Any on-air light?
That doesn't need to be on.
Okay, I'd like to, I want it on
Makes us
though.
feel better.
It's a
Yeah.
visual.
Yeah,
It's a new guy.
Good to know, so when it's on, off, it doesn't mean anything either.
You may not know where it is.
all right, good
Thank you.
man. I'd like to call to order the Finance and Personnel Committee meeting for the City of Monona for Monday, May 18th, 2015. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Bussey?
Here.
Alder Wood?
Here.
Mayor Miller?
Here. Is there a motion for approval of the minutes of the May 4th meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Corrections, deletions, or additions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? The minutes have been approved. There are no appearances this evening. There is no unfinished business this evening. Item under 6, new business, is 6A, convening in closed session under Wisconsin State Statute, Section 19.85, paren 1, paren E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive
I
or
got one
bargaining
for each. I got
reasons
one for
require a
everybody.
closed session.
Copy.
This is regarding amending the lease with Shropshire Chiropractic at 802 West Broadway, and Section 19.85, paren 1, paren G, which is conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved. This is consideration of a claim of Marcy Holt. Is there a motion to convene in closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood?
Aye.
Alder Bussey?
Aye.
Motion carries. We will be in closed session. I would like to reconvene in open session under Wisconsin Statute Section 19.85, paren 2. Moving on to item C is consideration of lease amendment with Shropshire Chiropractic at 802 West Broadway. I would entertain a motion.
I would move approval of the lease amendment with the provision that any relocation rights be waived as part of that agreement.
Second.
Motion and second. Discussion. Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Bussey?
Aye.
Alder Wood?
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to item D is consideration of the claim of Marcy Holtz. Is there a motion?
I move to deny the claim.
Second.
There's a motion and second to deny the claim of Ms. Holtz. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Wood?
Aye.
Alder Bussey?
Aye.
The claim has been denied. Moving on to item E is consideration of Resolution 15-5-2029 is the approval of a contract with the Monona Grove School District for the police school liaison officer. Is there a motion for approval?
Move approval.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion, Pat or Sarah, Lieutenant Duman?
If Sarah has anything to add, but basically this is a continuation of the existing agreement we've had in place, at least since I've been here. So it just takes it another few years out.
Alder Wood.
So it extends it 2 years, but the cost sharing remains the same.
That's
Correct.
Is that a percentage, or how do we do that?
70-25.
Yeah, it's percentage basis, isn't it? So their raises or whatever.
Basically, the school pays 75% and we pay 25%.
Further discussion? Hearing none? All those in favor say aye.
Sorry.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alder Wood.
One question, I just thought of, since they go to Glacial Drumlin, is the Village of Cottage Grove is also a party to this?
Correct.
Do they pay anything?
The school
The
pays.
school pays for all that portion of the at the school.
Mileage, too.
Oh,
We do have an agreement with the village that our officer has police rights in the village at that location.
But isn't it that when school's not in session, the officer conducts City of Monona business?
That's
That's why the 25% is shouldered by the community rather than...
Sarah actually had that position for a while, so.
Yeah, the off-school year is strictly city of Monona.
Okay, that makes sense, thanks.
All those in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 7 is acceptance of the general fund accounts payable checks dated May 1st through the 14th. Mr. Hodeker.
Not a lot on here, but it's kind of hit some highlights. You'll see it just in general. It's just, if you go to page 2, the broadcast general store, radio station equipment, you'll see a bunch of these in there. If you stop by the city hall, you'll see the equipment being put in place there. CTW, down a little bit farther, Corporation, the well pump, this is part of the capital project plan. Doug Veneer on page 3, just the application for the, as relates to the radio station. Page 5, Oblaki Sign Company, it's library signage. That's out here as part of the final piece of the stairwell entryway project. Page 7. Again, here's Veerbecker, some of the projects they're working on, site review plans. They're basically what they are is people are doing construction projects like Tresta and other projects. They review them and we bill these projects back to the developers.
Are they supervision on Lattice Park?
Yeah.
Or no, that's Harmony doesn't do.
We're involved.
Strand is our
Strand is
engineer
Yeah,
at Lattice.
they're part of the design.
Do you remember, Pat, on that, now that that's Waypoint's open and Tresta's open, it's a pretty dramatic, that retention basin is kind of a pretty substantial body of water. And I remember there were discussions about water features in there. Has Robin said anything to you, the developer, in terms of what they're going to put in there? 'Cause
Yeah, there's going to be aeration device. It's basically going to circulate the water, but it's not going to be a large fountain feature.
could they, I mean, are they allowed if they wanted it to be a fountain feature? Because it really screams for something like that.
They are, whatever they put in there different from what was approved, though, would have to be reapproved by the DNR because it is a navigable body of water.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, anywhere you can float a canoe is navigable.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yep.
It's just because that sits so low relative to the Tresta property that I could see a fountain in there just being beautiful and to
Yeah.
keep because stuff comes through that storm drain. Who has to clean that? Is that our responsibility?
We have responsibility for periodic maintenance dredging, but
What about floatables in there? You know, styrofoam cups and stuff that go in.
it would be up to both properties. It is on Tresta and city property.
Okay. Because I see that's going to be a bit of the catch, just because no one could ever see the mouth of that thing in the past, and now it's right there for people
Well, they get
to
the
look at.
southwest winds blowing everything in there, too.
Yeah.
But I think, bigger it should be, I think maybe less likely or less inclined to get as filled back
They
in.
took a lot of muck out of there.
Yeah.
They took a lot of muck out. So it's a nice thing, but, okay, excuse me.
Page 10, bank card services, these are the city credit cards. I don't know if you're aware, we do get, this was looked at a couple of years ago, to get cash back. We do get back on these credit cards, but this is just look at each credit card, just the total of them, just so you know how that process works. When they do that, they're required to give us a receipt, and it's all signed off, properly documented, and turned into Joan or Pat at the time to review. So these is a list of everything where they made the purchases at.
Who controls the credit card? Pat? Or-
The overall,
Yeah, who
Each-
has possession of the credit card?
We have
There's
eight,
about 9 of them, I believe.
9 of them,
Oh.
department heads.
Oh,
Um,
what's Brownell's? Books.
It's like a uniform supplier,
So who would be using that?
police,
Police?
generally.
GoDaddy.com?
That's our domain,
Oh, okay.
annual payment, yeah.
And it's for the fire department, actually. It's their
Their domain. yeah.
domain, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For that one, it is. Page 12, again, the broadcasting general store, again, is the cable or TV equipment. Dane County Clerk, if you go stop into 12 and starts in 13, just the ballots. Just when you do elections, it's just a little cost that you don't realize, $800, it adds up for that. Gilbank Construction, a little further down, the garage cold storage building, which is in construction currently.
When's completion scheduled for that?
August 1st. It's being framed now if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, you can see from the sheet on Sundays to go to breakfast in the back in that parking lot. You can really see it. Easy.
Page 14, Madison Metro Sewage. That's our first quarter sewage bill. I think that's all I have. Oh, page 17, Wisconsin Department of Culture and Trade. Our weights and measure expense. They go out there and they bill us, and then anyone that has a inspection done, we bill it back to the customers like Cops and Walmart and other gas stations and that. So we do collect money in that to offset that cost.
Move approval of general fund accounts payable checks.
Second.
Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All right. I would accept
Move adjournment.
motion for
Second.
adjournment. All those in favor of adjournment say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.